Welcome to the Rancher's Kid podcast. I am Young Groove the God. Thank you for listening and watching wherever you're getting your content. Make sure that you like, subscribe, rate, and review. On today's episode, we're going to be talking to my homeboy Tone, Pretty Tone, Tone Capone out of New York, my college roommate. We're going to be looking at and talking about coming to America too. Looking at this topic of who is Prince Akeem's baby mama. Going to break down that scene from the dating scene and see which one of those young ladies could possibly be the future baby mama of the kingdom of Zamunda. We also going to talk a little bit of Miami Heat, recap this week's games, Christmas Day game against Zion and the Pelicans. And I have a question I'm going to throw out there. Is Duncan Robinson a better shooter than Ray Allen already? Especially in the Miami Heat uniform. This and a little bit more on today's episode of the Rancher's Kid podcast. Let's get it. Hey, yo. What up, is Young Goob the God, Rancher's Kid podcast. We got my young homie Tone Jones, Pretty Tone. What's up, Tone?
What's good, people?
Tone is in the building. Tone is my homie from a long time. It's been at least 20 years. We're gonna say 21 years, almost on the dot. Once the year change over, it's gonna be 21 years.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe about 3 weeks from now at the most.
Or like brothers, bromates, pause.
Pause. But Tone is from that pause nation. I'm telling you now, I don't even need the pause. I'm always on pause.
Yeah.
So Tone is gonna be coming through the podcast. We're gonna be talking back and forth about a lot of the topics. Today we're gonna be talking about coming to America too. We're gonna speak on the fact that Prince Akeem has a baby in Queens. Got to be in Queens. Is it right? Be in Brooklyn? Who knows?
But first of all, not only that, but what about the hype for coming to America too? Like it's long overdue.
It's like long overdue, and like, do people really want it? Some people don't want you to fuck with the original and like leave that tainted. Because for me, I've watched Coming to America more than any movie that I've ever seen in my life.
But like I felt like Coming to America like gave you a glimpse, like it left you with a cliffhanger. Like, yeah, they got married, but okay, some people want to see what happens after you get married. You know what I mean?
It never really told a story. It never told a story.
You know what I mean? Like she looked like Zamunda. You know what I mean? She may not.
How about Coming to America too? The preview of it could have been like Black Panther. Like, what if Wakanda evolved into? God damn it, Zamunda evolved into Wakanda. Why do they use the last few letters of the alphabet for these African nations in these movies? Wakanda, Zamunda. You know what I'm saying? They never like start with an A. They never like Asparia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Astoria something. I mean,
that might be a play on putting you in the back of the bus and shit like that.
But I would say that most people are looking forward to seeing the movie.
Oh, I definitely am.
I think
definitely looking forward to it.
I think it's comedy. People need time for laughter always.
And I thought it was going to be a Kevin Hart production because initially I heard a lot of Kevin Hart being associated with it. But once I go back and look at once I saw the trailer, it's Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall. It's pretty much them bringing in some new people. I didn't see Kevin Hart at all. I don't know if he's.
I don't know if he's associated. I would have to do my background a little bit more. But I know they have a different director, obviously. It's a totally different script.
The dude directed Dolomite. I actually did a little bit of research.
Right. Okay.
Dolomite is directing this movie. But definitely looking forward to it. So being that, I wonder who wrote it. I got to look up who the writer of that is. Research. There's nobody over there, but look it up. But that being said, the storyline, Prince Akeem is about to be King Akeem because King Jaffe is on his deathbed, rested soon to
Like,
be.
James Earl Jones looked good in that preview too,
They
man.
might need to change the script and not make him die, like go into like a emeritus role. Like, can you retire? Can you still be not be the king but not be dead? You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. I mean,
Who wants
I
to
think
kill
there's a lot.
James Earl Jones for any reason?
I mean, James Earl Jones, you barely saw him in the first one.
Right. Well, he can't. You saw when he came to Wreck Shop
Right.
when
Yeah, you
Simi
saw
asked for $1 million. She was like,
him at the end.
"Why not ask for $1 million?"
Right. I can't see the barber scene. What is that, velvet? Uh-huh.
that
Luther.
movie, that
Yes.
movie got so much, so many classic lines, so many classic moments. It's just, it's coming to America, son. It's coming
Yeah.
to America. So
You know what I mean? Back in Queens, this go around, is McDonald's still McDowell's? You know what I mean? There's so
Dallas.
much stuff.
So James Avery is coming back.
Yeah. I
He's
think a lot of
coming
the
back.
rest of the cast.
Lisa's coming back. They haven't said Samuel L. hasn't. They haven't said Samuel L. is coming back. You know what I'm saying? He was robbing the joint in that movie. How would they bring him back? Who knows? But it'd be great to have Samuel L. in the movie just because
Right.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Just for a little glimpse.
Yeah, just a little cameo. However, they figure out how to work it out. But a lot of the people coming back, thankfully, you know what I'm saying, we blessed to have all these people alive to even make the situation where we
Facts.
can have as many. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's
You
shit.
know what? And I don't know if they're releasing it on Amazon Prime due to COVID,
Oh, definitely.
but I'm sure that it probably would have been a major theater release. Would you think?
Oh, there
Not
may
even
be.
a question.
I don't know if there's any theater releases, but if there were theater releases, we'll be flooding this thing like it was like we was going to see Black Panther again. You know what I'm saying? We'll
Yeah,
be making Coming to America t-shirts in this motherfucker. It'll be
right,
on if we have the
right.
ability to go see Coming to America in theaters safely, like
Yeah,
for real. I go.
yeah. But you know what? I think that's the way the business is going. Is these Netflix,
Yeah, that's the
and
way.
they're putting out quality movies, like
Yep.
quality stuff.
That's the wave. And because things are the way that they are, and
And
there's
get it
going
there.
to be a certain level of this that stick from here on out, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be like we're going to be releasing what used to be summer blockbuster theater hits in your house. Some of them
Yeah,
we may make it like $12 to watch it the first
right.
time, but then you got it. You know what I'm saying? Or however it go, it may be a part of your subscription
They
package.
got a couple of movies coming out this
I
this
just
this
watched
spring.
Wonder Woman. I just watched Wonder Woman the other day. Wonder 84. It was mid grade. You know what I'm
It
saying?
was subpar.
I wasn't overly impressed by any
They could have had
aspect of
way
it.
better. I mean, the chick villain was okay, but it was kind of like the movie was like Alphabet. Like you knew she was gonna turn
Yeah,
back,
you
be
knew that
low
she was
self.
gonna turn bad. You knew he was gonna,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know what I mean.
Classic low self
Yeah,
villain
low
situation.
self chick, low self feeling. Get some power. Now they want to take over the world.
Right. Just like everybody else. There was
Yeah,
classic American tales, a human tale of
right.
I ain't had nothing now. I need to feel like I need to be everything.
Exactly.
Everything. This man
One
wanted.
of my coworkers said to me, she goes, she said I could have did away with the whole woman power thing, empowerment thing. She said she kind of felt like that was like in the movie, I guess, like with the girl with the guy trying to,
Maybe
hey,
a little
I
bit overdone.
don't or anything like.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like it's a whole island full of women. I can't recall in the
No,
first
and
movie
you
if they told
the second one
who
too.
fathered these women, like who are fathering these young children. I don't know if they doing asexual reproduction. What I won't say is impossible, but you know what I'm saying is not what we commonly think of. So what these dudes
Yeah,
that I
are
know
they
that they
killing off the
were
men on the island?
once. Say what?
Like, are they killing off the men on the island? Like, okay, you got me pregnant.
Right,
I'll
like do they got like a slave quarters where they just like collecting sperm and doing IVF?
right.
You know what
That's
I'm
the stuff
saying?
that you don't see in the movie. Like, you
Right.
don't see the like. It's for example, like when you watch Grey's Anatomy, you don't see the housekeepers coming to clean up the ER after the brilliant surgery they just did. You know?
It does. They never show that. They never show the dirty work of anything. You know what I'm saying?
Never,
And the
never.
dirt. And speaking of not showing the dirty work, getting back to what we're talking about, coming to America too. They never showed the dirty work on where this jet come from. Who is Prince Akeem's jet? Like who the BM? Who the baby mama for this
Who could be?
32-year-old woman? You know what I'm saying? From I mean 32-year-old man gotta be because they say from back in 88.
I mean, if you go back and look at it, he didn't even have no time to even get no action
Now
because
he was quite
the working
disciplined.
at McDonald's, flipping burgers, or he was back at the room. Now your boy, what's his name?
Semi.
Simi.
Now
He was outside.
Semi could have some illegitimates. Simi
Yeah,
could
he was
easily
outside.
have some illegitimates out there in Queens, you know what I'm saying, in that
Yes,
world. He could easily have some illegitimate.
yes, he was definitely using that hot tub. You feel me?
Yeah, he put the
So
hot tub to use. He was like, yes.
yes.
You
So
want
who
that
did
hot
Prince
tub.
Akeem get in the hot tub?
So let's do evidence of what we saw in the first movie. In the first
Okay,
movie, we know that obviously he fell in love and married Lisa. You know what I'm
right. We
saying?
know that.
Easy. Any kids that they would have had, we would have assumed to have been born in Zamunda.
Correct.
Secondly, the sister, I want to say
Who
Patrice,
was
I
the
might
thought?
be right. That's Thotty number one. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
original thought, or you know what I'm saying? The 20, I would say the original, but the origin of the modern day thought. You know,
yeah.
trace
She
the
was early
lineage
90s
back there.
thottish.
What? Sneaking on the low for which one had
Right.
it. You
Oh,
know what I'm
hold on. When did
saying?
America first come out? Was that like late 80s?
That was, I believe it was 88. I can fact check it. I can do that right now. But I believe it was 1988. But yes,
Because she was
she was the original
thot-
thought and set it off. Yeah, 1988.
yeah,
Set it off for the rest of all of the Thought Nation to be born.
right,
But they never, he kind of avoided her. Why? Because he wanted Lisa. He was obviously overtly
right. Well,
going
Lisa
after
to
Lisa.
was the better one anyway.
Right. I would have also chose Lisa. You know what I'm saying? Is that a
Yeah.
light skin bias? A whole nother conversation.
I plead the fifth. I
Yeah,
love all women,
yeah,
but
yeah.
some brighten up my day more than others.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't personally have one. But
Goob, you never like. I mean, you never been into the whole. As long as
I
I've
never
known you,
got caught in a box and like
you never
anything
got
like
caught in a box. You just like your real earthly woman, like
that.
your natural woman.
I need you to have some essence to you. I need you to have
Yeah,
some
yeah,
essence to you.
yeah.
All right. So the women we know that he went out and had some contact with was the night they went to the club. Him and Simi go to the
Right.
club. They got the sweaters on. What you want? I know you got it. What you want? I need it. So that you know what I'm saying? It's going down. And they run into we see a series of women play out in this situation. So what we're gonna do is kind of play a game and see which of these women or which coming to America woman of this speed dating situation do you think could possibly be the BM? Like, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna show
I
off.
know.
They got to duck. They're gonna have to duck off and show something that we didn't see from the first movie to make
They
this make
have to.
any sense. Because it's
They have.
nothing from the first movie gonna make it happen.
Right.
The first woman we run up in this sequence is the drinker. The one she talk about, oh no, it's not her. It's not her. It's not the drinker. It's the I was a devil in the past life.
Right. I was Joan of Arc.
No, it wasn't Joan of Arc first. Joan of Arc come later. Joan of
Oh,
Arc.
was it Joan of Arc? Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah, it wasn't Joan of Arc. It was the one who said that she was a devil in the past life. I'm gonna throw it
Yeah, I'm
up.
definitely
I'm
not
gonna throw it up
that was
right here for people watching the video. I'm gonna throw her up right there. I believe she wearing a pink dress. Uh, but she was a devil in the past life, and they were both relatively turned off from that. I didn't see much.
yeah. I'm definitely not choosing a woman that claims that
What I
she
should have did,
was
I
the
should have
devil.
sent you the pictures.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
so we're trying to figure out exactly which one of the women who they had the interaction with at the club who could possibly wanted to be the BM. So I just sent Tone a review of that scene, and we're gonna go back and we're gonna go one by one, and we're gonna start with scene number one. First woman with the interaction was they walked in the club with sweater. I was it was the chick with the pink sweater who was once a devil, who was once a I can't get the audio. Man, I can't get the audio right now. But it was I was once I was a devil in another life. What you think about her? Peach
I'm
dress.
not fucking with that
Yeah,
at all.
yeah, it's a
I
hard
was once
pass
a
on that.
devil in a formal life.
Yeah,
Once a devil, always a devil.
yeah, dog. You don't get to be a different devil.
Yeah, you can just I was a devil, now I'm a saint.
And then the big hair, the shoulder pads. We going hard
Yeah,
pass.
I'm
Yeah.
good. No.
Then we got Loretta, double shots back to back. Habo,
I
habo.
can't find a man to satisfy me.
I can't find a
Nobody want
man
to
that can
satisfy your ugly
satisfy me.
ass.
Yeah, they
Now, some
trying to
guys
get
go
up out of
hour,
there, man.
hour and a half.
They
Hell
trying
no.
to get up
A
out of
man's
there.
got to put in
They ain't never had
overtime
no
for me to get
intentions of
off.
satisfying you. They found themselves there somehow.
Right. As soon as they saw
Somehow.
you, they made a turn.
They nah, and like now they've realized the poor decision that they made and they trying to get up out of there.
Right.
So you in the no take line throwing back the double shots. You got three shots. Oh, the third one go down at the end, maybe. Three
Definitely,
shots and
definitely not.
three
That one, no
shots and
attention.
no take. We hard passing now. Not
Hey,
the
listen, I wouldn't even look at her once.
she ain't making my cut either. It ain't because of the fro. You know what I'm saying? I
Wouldn't even
don't
look at
mind
her
a
once.
little cut. What it is this drape that she wearing. Man, she wearing a drape look like
Mm-mm.
19. Yeah, but it's thing like a Chinese motion picture back then.
Right.
Moving on. All right. Now we have light skin bias going on. You got an obvious light skin bias.
I'm
She
not
is
interested in a man
looking
unless he
for the
drives
man.
a
I'm only
BMW.
interested if you're driving a BMW.
So first of all, I drive a BMW, and it's not all about. Okay. Okay.
I drive
Yes.
a Nissan.
Hey,
Come get
to
it.
each his own.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
being having a
Keep
BMW means
rolling.
nothing. There's more substance than that. But I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna want that likes me for me, not the things that I have.
She might have the shortest scene in this
Yeah.
scene. She got the shortest like interaction. So it's very unlikely that she
Right.
is it. They and he
And
remember
plus, if I marry you, then if we get divorced, that shit gonna be costly. I'm good.
you already looking at dollar signs.
Yeah.
And we know that Prince Akeem was very disciplined in his search for a woman.
Right.
He was always looking for someone who he could truly love. To be
Right.
loved. Oh, what
What
a
a
feeling
thing
to
to be
be loved.
loved.
Don't hit us with the censor. All right.
Yeah.
Then we got the shoot. I'm almost single. My husband on death row.
Yeah, well, you know,
Now
baby, I'm
she's
almost
not
single.
too
My
bad
husband's on
looking,
death row.
but I don't want drama.
Right. It's a lot come with that, dog.
Yeah.
Like
It's
you the Princess Amunda. And even
yeah.
though your old boy told you to go out here and sow your royal oats, do you really want to sow your
Right.
royal oats like that, dog? With a nigga who on death row who could possibly get some
Right.
clemency? What if he know Donald Trump? This man coming home.
You never know.
You never know. And now this man coming home to see you. So we gonna ixnay
Right. Right.
on there. Ixnay on there. Now the next ones, Siamese twins.
This is the first date Teresa and I have been on since the doctor separated us.
Is that the girls in the red dresses?
Red dress. Yes, red dress, bold 1970s haircut.
Yes.
They they look
They're cute.
alike. I'm looking at the picture. They look alike, but they may not be twins. They just
They
kind of look alike. They may or may not be twins in real life. They
right.
drink
They
look exactly
cute,
alike.
but uh, I, I, no, they was cute, but if I'm
Yeah,
on King,
me
I'm good.
personally, like they cute girls. Definitely cute girls. Prince of Zamunda cute. I don't
Yeah.
know. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the vibe. It seems like they coming as a pair. I don't want
Right.
dog. Like I gotta leave one of y'all at home, the other one gonna be here, another one talk
Right.
across the waters. You're gonna be having migraines because she's not close to you. I don't know if I want.
Exactly.
So you probably hard passed on her. First of all, I want to say Simi got all these girls' number, and Simi was trying to get them all well toned into what?
in that movie.
He was trying to get it. But what was Simi go to get all of these chicks? Simi was trying to get them in the
He
hot
had the hot tub.
tub. In the hot tub.
In the
All
hot
right.
tub.
Next, we have what my personal preference, I would say, would be our winner. You know what I'm saying? Lingerie. First of all, she at the club with lingerie.
Hey,
I'm into the group thing.
you know what I see? You know what I see when I look at her, bro?
Lingerie top and big hair. She is.
She's bad. But I see you know what I see? I know what I think of when I see her.
What is that?
She need her OnlyFans.
Oh, right. This is.
You need an OnlyFans.
This is the originator of OnlyFans. This might be the, you know what I'm saying, low key, you know what I'm saying,
yes.
Like the birth child of what caused, like, look at this woman.
She's bad though. They probably was like,
we need to know more about her.
Right.
So remember, she was into the group thing, and Semi-Face lit up. Prince Akeem, they're not into it. So maybe not, but it's a good possibility that if there was like to anybody, yes, be out right now. Leading contender coming out, you know what I'm saying, seems to be Lingerie. Shout out. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
She's probably up there.
I know there's more, but why, you know what I'm saying, why would proceed? Other than Lisa and the lady who worked with like the Queen's assistant. I don't know. I don't know. Them was the finest women in the movie.
But you know, the twins, the rapping twins, they was cute too. Now
I'm not saying that these women weren't cute, but it's like being elite
quality.
Like what, in my personal opinion, which is very skewed towards my perspective, but in my personal opinion, Lisa, the right hand to the queen. I don't even know if she had a name.
Oh yeah, bad. Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Who Simi ended up with at the end. Who like he was brushing up.
I ain't gonna lie, Vanessa Bell Calloway, the one that was like a dance
like a dog.
He looked good as hell too.
Big dog. Woof, woof. Woof. Hop on one leg. Oh, I see you getting along wonderfully.
Yeah. Yo, listen, I wouldn't mind being Prince Akeem's right-hand man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind being Simi.
Yeah, it was an easy life.
Yo,
the easy life being Simi.
What?
Yeah, those are the days.
All day,
yeah, waking up in the morning feeling refreshed. Like, nigga, I feel so clean every day.
Every day.
Every day I wake up in the morning like Bill Cosby used to, man.
Right.
But
you know what? I wish they kind of told like Simi's background, like how did he become Prince Hakeem's right man? Like
how did he become? Yeah. That would be dope to find out, like, who was Simi's father, too, because it had to be probably some link between the father and
It had to be.
You know what I'm saying? They grew up.
Because I would think that James, I would think King Joffrey treated Simi like sort of like a son. Yeah. He just didn't get all the benefits.
Yeah, he didn't get all of the benefits.
Yeah.
He got the residue of the benefits. Basically. Like after it went through the muffler and it came out the back, he got all of that. And if you got a very nice car, you know what I'm saying? Then
but you know what? I would think Prince Akeem
was a good motor.
Like, yo, this is my man, dad, and I rock with him, so show him love too. You know what I'm saying?
And he was so close. He was his training partner. All right, let's get back to it. Let's stay a little bit focused. All right, so we are both saying that leading contender out the gate is lingerie.
It's the one that's the lingerie that told me she into group things. Yeah, I think she's probably
obvious leader out of the gate.
She's a prime suspect to be.
Oh, your favorite is next.
I was Joan of Arc.
I was Joan of Arc. Yeah, no, I'm not fucking with her neither.
Your hard pass, baby. Yeah, you obviously have.
You gotta sleep with her with one eye open.
I ain't even coming to your house, man. You first of all, you dressed like this in the red tie over hoodie. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Respect to my Muslim brothers and sisters. I don't even know if this is Muslim guard, but nigga, I ain't no.
Well, we got to take it
Every
to the
time,
Muslim.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll take it
she ain't
there.
even say that she was Muslim.
Just a little.
You said she was Joan of Arc. I do not believe Joan of Arc was Muslim. So
I don't believe Joan of Arc was trying to burn herself.
I think she got burned at the stake, Joan of Arc. I think that was her story. And she was trying to
Okay.
show that she could take the fire. You can take the fire. I am not fire. So you ain't got to worry about
Right.
getting this. Keep taking fire.
Right.
Nah.
My name is Peaches, and I'm the best. All the
Holly
DJs want to feel
My
my
name
breath.
is Peaches, and I'm the best. I'm the feel my breath.
Now she caught my attention with that line right
Yeah. Now they are truly twins. They are twins. The first set of twins, they may or may not be twins, but these are truly twins. And these girls are cute. They fly like they can jump out right now and be the city.
You know what I'm thinking, Scoop? I'm thinking that Simi and Akeem probably saw the two sets of twins as fun, and one of those sets of those twins, one of them girls got knocked up. That's what I think.
There we go. Because I'm going to go back to the whole video because I got the whole scene and I'm going to scroll through that quickly. But like you could tell the interaction that they was having between them. Oh, it's on the phone. But how they interacted at the end of the scene, like they respond, because after the chick with the chick that we say that, and I hate to say chick, the young lady that we feel who more likely who gonna end up being the baby mama or who we would have selected, who would have been mine, is the, you know what I'm saying, the lingerie. But Prince Akeem, at the end, he reacted, Simi was, like the end of the rappers, they was both kind of like, I don't even have it on this clip, but I believe either they were stale faced, like in amazement, or smiling. So I don't think they gave a negative sentiment to that. So I'm thinking that we're going to push lingerie to the side and say that the situation you talk about, it's a 2-on-2. Think about it, tally days.
Right. It's a win.
It's a win.
We go back to the crib.
It's a win.
We got the hot tub. We play around the pennies. It's over.
And 32 years later, you got the heir to Zamunda after the heir to Zamunda. Now that, I think we're going to run with that a little bit, Tone. I think that's something worth running with, Tone.
I think that's it, man.
That fit perfectly in with the two homeboys out on the night. They don't ran into one set of twins. It's just that they was medically, you know what I'm saying, in a situation. These chicks got balls. They hip hop. These chicks, they might know Nas. These chicks might have motivated Nas and Nori to people to be who they are. These chicks had bars in '88, man. I am the leading contenders out of the gate. I wish I could hear the sound.
My name is Peaches, and I'm the best. All the DJs want to feel my breath.
Want to feel my chest. And they was cute.
Yep.
Had their hair done.
And on rhythm. It was a vibe. So the next one, Hillary. I call her Hillary.
I want to work in videos, but really I want to be my own star in the videos because I want to become a pop singer and a rock singer and write my own songs, produce my own songs, and then I'm going to try an actress.
On each other. That does not look like action. And now with our new theory, it's only one of her.
Yeah, so I think it has to be either set of it has to be it's either the rapper twins or the twins that was wearing the red dresses.
Tone is thinking straight duo tally days. Now, the last one is the most iconic one, the funniest, where Arsenio Hall goes drag.
Yes.
I saw you come across.
So what about your friend?
I hope you don't mind me coming over and sitting down. But I've been watching you all evening.
I want to tear you
I want to
apart.
tear you apart.
And your friend too.
And your friend too.
Yeah.
Very definitely Definitely a little bit too aggressive.
Let me tell you let me tell you how you know that's the hardest pass, because that is the one that Arsenio Hall is hard pass. Simi is hard passing on heavy. He done spit his
Right.
drink out. I don't know, because he done had a group offer already. He was up for it. This group offer,
Right.
he was like, no, thank you, ma'am. No, thank you, ma'am. So
Yo, but Goop, I got a question for you. Who's the chick that Simi had in the hot tub in the apartment? Was that homegirl's sister?
that was the sister. That was the
Son,
sister.
Simi outside
Simi
with it.
was out. Simi was
Yeah,
in
and
the
he was playing
street.
like he was the king.
Right. Simi
That's
was trying.
right.
Simi was about the Western Union King Jaffe for a meal. Send me a millie.
Yeah, she was
A
like, when I
millie.
asked for $1 million, he was like, you know what? You're right.
You're right. He's like, do you not think that would be too much? Nah,
Nah.
nah.
Okay, you're
Joffrey
right.
was like, man, what is this nigga out here doing? It's 1988. I didn't spelt the whatever he did and won $1 million more. And his name is gonna be Lavelle. His name is Lavelle. Wesley is going to play General Izzy.
Right.
Everybody else is themselves. So Lavelle's, oh, we found out who Lavelle. Look at this. Just a simple thing. Lisa Jones is Lavelle. We done found the answer to our question. I knew the girl
Okay.
from Saturday Night Live was going to be his mama, but who is she? Lisa Jones is the mama. She Lavelle's mama in this movie.
Who was Lisa Jones?
Lisa Jones is the comedian from Saturday Night Live. The chick,
Is she
is she what? Yeah,
is she
she's not
pretty?
attractive. No, she's not attractive. She's not attractive. She's
Wait,
not
wait, wait,
attractive.
wait, wait, wait,
She
wait.
doesn't play an attractive character on Saturday Night Live. She purposely plays somebody. Yeah, she the loud chick. Like this picture, here's an attractive picture of her. You know what I'm saying? She ain't one. If I saw her across the room, I'd be like, what's your name? But yeah, I knew she was going to be the mother. I knew she was going to be the mother. But I don't see how I can find that out right now. I'm going to pause. All right. With a little bit of
That's so
research,
turb,
and
dog.
after me saying Lisa for however many minutes, it is Leslie. I apologize, Queen. Leslie. Look at the whole face. Tone is disappointed. So you know who the mama is. Who is the mama out of the women, dog? It is not Lingerie, dog. They did not turn her into Lingerie. She is not one of the twins. Neither one of them. She is. Who is she, dog? She.
Yo, how? I'm about to be like my homeboy. How? How? How?
Who? Hi.
Who? How? Me? Prince Akeem? Hell no. How? Hey, oh, I'm so disappointed right now.
Duh.
No disrespect, Miss Jones, but you got my type.
But yeah, but out of that lineup, that's who. No, not out of that. The story or how she got to be it.
He might as well say that he thought Arsenio Hall joint was attractive, duh.
Duh. Who is she? Who is she? The mystery.
Where was she at in the movie?
Who is she?
Was she like a customer that came and
she gotta be
McDonald's?
she gotta be the girl who was throwing shots back, dog. She gotta be the one with the low fro.
Oh
She
my
gotta be
God.
number two. She gotta be number two.
Prince
I'm gonna throw
Akeem
a picture of number two up. Number two, a picture of number two. Put the scene up right here. No words.
Yeah, no way, bro.
See,
no.
that's the problem.
Yes.
I can't
See,
find a
he
man
must
that
have
satisfy me. So
He must
for
have
an hour, hour and a half.
I can't look for
A
a minute.
man's got to
Satisfy
put
me,
in
bugging him
overtime
out.
for
But
me to get off.
God.
so how old is Leslie? Because let me
I'm ready to go to the next subject right now. I didn't want to talk about it no more. I'm so disappointed. Oh my God, her?
Leslie's 53, so 33. It came out the movie came out in 88, so that was 32 years ago. She was 22. I mean 33. She was 20. She was 20.
It does not make me feel any better.
The math make a little bit of sense.
Dog,
20,
like
20 in the club. But this woman don't look 20 years old, dog. This
but
woman
listen,
right
dog,
here,
I bet you
I'm gonna
to
throw up
see
one more
her,
time. Boom. This woman right here, she
dog.
does not look
When
20
you
years old.
see her, she gonna be like, "How? Do
So
you think
some
that this? Do you think that we'll probably talk about it after the movie comes out?"
we gonna know before, like the movie don't come out till March 5th. So we got some time. There's still gonna be some rollout before that shit kind of, you know what I'm saying, make its way to us. We're gonna get a little bit more about what's going on, I'm sure. Just because everybody,
Right.
I'm sure I ain't the only person who got a question. If you have a question about who the real baby mama of Prince Hakeem is, put your thoughts down in the comments below. Do that.
Yeah.
Do that for
And I think it came to be.
yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Who do you think it is?
Right.
Oh, all right, we're gonna transition. We're gonna pivot. You see that I got the Heat championship. We celebrating the 2013 championship because the Heat gave me a gift on Christmas.
Championship, Eastern Conference Championship.
This is last year. I wore 2019 in Eastern Conference. Or what was it? 2019, 2020 last year? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wore that for the first episode. And this one we celebrating, we retro 2013. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you want that?
2013
You want?
championship. Yeah. The flip up. Because we got a gift on Christmas. Us putting the schmiggity smack down on the Pelicans. After a sloppy game against the Magic, I'll do a quick breakdown for me and Tone have a conversation. I don't even know if Tone saw the conversation that we're going to have, but he might have saw it on Marley Minded on IG. Make sure that you follow. But,
Hey,
hey,
hey.
but the sloppy game against the Magic, we lost. I think it was 107, 113. We always lose against the Magic at least once in a horrible fashion. Terrence Ross got off. Evan Fournier got off. Bam played well. Goran played well. A lot of turnovers is what the thing was. But, you know what I'm saying?
I got a question for you real quick.
Yeah.
So this year you got Tyler Hero running the point,
Tyler Hero
and
started
Goran's
off at
gonna.
the point. Goran coming off the bench. I don't think Tyler Hero is going to be permanently at the point, but he's currently at the point. So I think it's a skill set that they're trying to build out for now while we transition to find out what's going to happen with Kendrick Nunn or Avery Bradley. Could one of them possibly take over that starting position in the you know what I'm saying, that starting role in the starting five?
None. I feel like he's lost something since COVID.
Yeah, COVID actually did something to that, bro. Bro was actually affected by COVID. All right,
Yeah.
so Christmas Day noon, we get the Pelicans versus the Heat. Uh, Zion Williamson, beast of all beasts. Did you see any of that game? Did you see that?
I, I didn't watch the game. I
You
was
didn't
too
watch
busy
it?
spending time with my son.
Yeah, you was fatherly time playing on the
Yeah.
PS5. To
Yeah.
you know what?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put up a video of Tone PS5, a little clip of Tone PS5 video with young Brax, with young Bud the God. Put it up in the video right
Yeah.
there.
That boy was hype.
Yeah. So the Heat play. Zion has 32. Brandon Ingram, he gets off in his shit. But the Heat win. The Heat
Right.
win overwhelmingly. Like it was close early. Then Jimmy went out right at halftime. Come back third quarter. The Pelicans make a run. They get it close to now. We was at like 23. We was beating that ass. Even though Zion was getting off, wasn't nobody else getting off. JJ Redick was
Right.
missing. All this shit. Duncan Robinson, which leads me into our story for the day. Duncan Robinson hit 6 threes in the first half. Now,
That
Duncan
boy is
Robinson,
about to be guard.
say that again.
That boy's a certified specialist.
Yeah, he is a certified specialist with adding some pieces to his game. Like he went to the basket a couple times, had a couple assists, had a layup, but he is a 3-point spot. He is a sniper. That boy is a sniper.
You know
So,
what I love about Duncan Robinson? If you go back and you look at his backstory, he was actually he's earned everything that he had. He wasn't a
yeah.
major recruit coming out of college.
No, he was like a
You know what I
D3
mean? He
player.
wasn't had to
He
work to
made
earn
it
the
to,
role.
yeah.
Michigan.
Yeah, he made it to Michigan.
I think he was undrafted too, or was he like a second round draft pick coming into Miami? Or was he? I think he was undrafted.
I believe he was undrafted. Don't make me look it up. But Duncan Robinson, I believe, is undrafted. He did come out of Michigan after being a D3 uh,
Yep.
prospect. Didn't play major ball. Didn't come out and go just straight to the, straight to the scene, so to speak.
He just happened. He's just a hard worker. I think that's what they say. He's a hard worker. He's tall.
Yeah, classic
Plays
Miami
hella.
Heat player. Yeah, 6'7",
Yeah.
215. You know what I'm saying? He probably gonna gain a few more pounds as we go along in his career. He probably more than 215 now. But that leads me into our conversation that we're gonna have with the time that we have left. Duncan
Yes.
Robinson last year hit 273 pointers in a very specific role for the Heat as a three-point shooter, not as a playmaker. The same role that was originally created by Ray Allen with the Big Three. It was the Big Three,
Yes.
and you know what I'm saying, and Ray Allen running around sniping for the 2013 championship where he hit the big shot.
Started with Boston.
I'm gonna put the big shot. Yeah, started with Boston. I'm gonna run a reel with Ray Allen and that thing while we talking about Ray Allen, because Ray Allen is quietly one of the most underrated all around best players of all time. Like, we know him currently as a 3-point sniper, like in the past, if you've been watching
Would dunk
basketball
on
the
you back.
past 12 years. But if you take it back to UConn days in the 90s, Ray Allen was to the bucket gonna bang on your head and pull up, elbow nice and tight. Finish through. I would put it in the frame, but I can't choke the jumper like that. Nice and tight.
Yeah.
Like, I patterned
Back
my jumper after Ray Allen's jumper, so I know the greatness of Ray.
when he played for Milwaukee in Seattle, he will
He
dunk
was a
on you.
monster. Yeah, he was a monster. He had all type of game. Later in his career, he became pretty much a 3-point specialist. That's why if you look at his numbers, he hit over 100 threes early in his career. Like, that was something big at the NBA to hit over 100 3-pointers in a season back in the mid 90s.
Ray
That was
Allen,
the game.
if you look back at his career, I think Ray Allen might have averaged. He wasn't a superstar in the league, but he was known.
He was a superstar. I would say Ray Allen with Seattle, Ray Allen with Milwaukee was a superstar. He went to Boston and chose not to be a superstar. I'm gonna say that.
Was he a super? Yeah, because the Big Three. He was. Yeah, Ray Allen was. He was a superstar.
He was a superstar before
He
he
was the
got
man
to
in
Boston.
Milwaukee.
He was the man in Milwaukee. He was the man in Seattle. He was.
But they got rid of him because Milwaukee started having players like Michael Redd that was hooping for them at that time too.
Honestly, I
Younger.
can't say exactly what caused Ray Allen to get traded from Milwaukee to. I think he requested out. Well, I won't say he requested, but to get to Boston, that was like purposeful to get him there. And he was in Milwaukee. I believe he left Milwaukee to get there. They had Michael Redd in Milwaukee. I remember him in there.
They saw him as agent.
Oh, so how about this? How about that? We all off. Well, no, we not. We not all the way off. He started with Milwaukee. What is TOT? Oh, I guess that's total. I'm looking at NBA reference.
Yeah. People forget that. You know, him and Kevin Durant
No,
played together.
He did not get drafted by Seattle. He got drafted by Milwaukee in '96. Milwaukee from '96 until 2002. Then from there, he went on to Milwaukee, and he was in Milwaukee
You see what I'm saying? He got
No,
drafted
not Milwaukee.
by
He went on to Seattle. I'm just talking. Forgive me. This segment is sponsored by Ray and Nephew. He was drafted by Milwaukee. Then he went to Seattle in 2002. From 2002 to
Okay.
2007, he was in Seattle. 2007 to 2012, he was in Boston. And then from 2012 to 2014, he was in Miami. Now, his biggest or his season with the most three-pointers in one season was 269. Don't know exactly what season that was. I looked it up earlier. It's not on my screen now. But it was 2005, 2006 when he played for Seattle. 269 three,
Right.
shot 45% from the three-point line, shot a total, or hit 269, shot a total of 653 three-pointers.
Now, Gould, let me ask you, are you comparing Duncan Robinson to Ray Allen because he's affiliated with the Miami Heat?
Right.
Because
It's
you're talking about the
specifically
greatest
because we're not talking about as a player. So here's the question that we're going to have. Who is a better shooter? Strictly shooter. Is it Duncan Robinson early in his career, as we know, or Ray Allen, Hall of Famer, first ballot? I believe he can go in as early as, he can go in soon. If he not, he might already be in.
He will probably be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, we didn't get to have a ceremony, but he's going to get in. First chance he got to get in. Now, here's what I'm saying. Both, and I'm talking Miami Heat. Ray Allen has probably the greatest heat. That meant the greatest shot in basketball history, definitely in Miami Heat history, when he hit the shot that allowed us to go to overtime and eventually win the 20 championship.
Ever.
Right. It was clutch of all time. Off the rebound. It was magic. That is just a glimpse. I went back and looked at some Ray Allen highlights. This man got all type of buzzer beaters, all type of game winners in the playoffs, just like,
he practiced that shot too, right? You know that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like people
There's
don't
a video. There's a video of Clay, not Clay, of Steph. I'm gonna put it up, of Steph hitting 153s in a row from the corner. 5 minutes. He ain't miss. Like they do this. They do this.
But what I'm trying to tell you, brother, is that Ray Allen practiced that sequence, like someone catching a rebound and throwing it out to him in the corner, with him having to step back, and that was all muscle memory.
Yeah.
It was, that whole shit was all muscle memory. He's been practicing that. Like Steph practices, like pulling up, like now, like the same thing with Steph, how he was like, obviously our most great players, they're great because they have impacts on the game. So like Steph's impact on the game was stepping back further from the 3-point line. Now you see that has definitely revolutionized the game. That's why you see Damian Lillard practicing shooting half-court threes now, just inside the hash mark.
Right, like you see video of Damian Lillard, literally 2 steps past half court.
Who's a killer?
He's a killer. He's the best point guard in the league.
He's a killer.
I give him better than
He's
Steph.
The best point.
I say he's better than Steph right now. Just because Steph ain't played in a while. Damian Lillard, he's been playing. The man has been playing.
My opinion, I think he finishes better at the rim than Steph.
He was in the dunk contest. Damian Lillard was in the dunk contest.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get back to our conversation while we still got battery life on your phone.
Yeah. Or we can
Duncan Robinson. It don't matter. Duncan Robinson, Ray Allen. We're not talking about legacy. We're talking about pure shooting. I can get into the statistics and get into the numbers and start talking about and just say just off field goals made. Duncan hit 270 last year. Ray Allen biggest number was 269 when he was the the lead guard on the team. He was the biggest threat. You know what would be a better comparison actually would be Klay Thompson, because Klay Thompson is not the lead guard. Ray Allen was the lead scorer for Seattle when he did that. So everybody was kind of gearing their defense towards Ray. So he got 269 off anyway. First of all, I'm gonna say Ray Allen is my pick anyway. He's the greatest shooter in my generation. Steph is, I would say, next generation.
You can't compare nobody to Klay. My man Klay dropped 37 in a quarter without dribbling the basket.
But like 6 dribbles. With like 6 dribbles, he hit 40 or 30 something, just like you say, 30 something.
37. It was 37 in a quarter, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was something ridiculous like that.
37 in a quarter?
I can ask the research department, but they knee deep in Ray, so they typing it slow.
Hey, I got one thing to say though. Draymond Green is trash.
The man is not trash. He is a good player on the team that he's on. Who knows what he'll look like on another team? He's not a shooter. He's a facilitator. He can score the basketball within the framework of an offense. You ain't gonna give him the ball at the top of the key and say go score, but neither is Giannis.
Not no max player.
Neither is Giannis. Is Giannis gonna do it? Is Giannis gonna get a ball at the top of the key and go give me so right? So what's the difference between Draymond and Giannis?
Nah, bro. He don't get that Ickety Bob Crane jump shot he got now. Ain't gonna cut it.
Oh no.
That boy.
I don't see Giannis. I don't see Giannis dominating the league in the fashion that LeBron do, or that even Kawhi did, or that anybody or KD. He can't.
Cool. Figured him out, bro. They figured him out.
Let me tell you, we put the blueprint out on what to do to Giannis.
Yeah.
What to do to really we have the Giannis stopper. We got Bam. Like Giannis can come and he'll debo your team and eventually make his way to 30.
So real quick before we start jumping around the league, we're saying that we prefer Ray Allen over Duncan Robinson as the best Miami Heat shooter ever.
Right. So before we get off this, because this is a true point that I want to make. Duncan Robinson is taking over the Ray Allen role for the Miami Heat that was created by Ray Allen. Ray Allen came to us to specifically be a sniper. Specifically. He didn't have to be a playmaker. I can't tell you how many layups he hit. I can look at Basketball Reference and put it out there, how many layups he hit while he was playing for the Heat. But I'm sure it was fractional of the amount of three-pointers that he hit. The role of being a specialist, the NBA, look how it looked because of the Miami Heat. Like, I don't want to say we created positionless basketball, but we showed the NBA how to do it when we had LeBron at the 4, and we just had any 5-man in the world running around with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. Like, had Chris Bosh ever had a blood clot issue, we would have rolled off NBA finals appearances, maybe not champions.
Right.
But we would have rolled off a pin. LeBron wouldn't have went 10 times had Chris Bosh not had blood clot.
I have a question for you real quick, since we talking about Miami Heat greats. Is D Wade top 5 two guards of all time?
I'm going to say on a short answer, yes. To try to put all that into this pod, we're not going to put that in this pod. We're going to save that because we'll mess around and get all over the place. Thank you for watching and listening to another episode of the Rancher's Kid Podcast. I am Young Goob the God. Today, thank you for having my homeboy Young Tone, Pretty Tone on the episode for coming through. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, rate, and review wherever you're receiving this content. And leave a comment. Let me know who you think is Prince Akeem's baby mama, or what you think about Leslie Jones turning out to be the baby mama for the future Prince of Zamunda. This is Young Goob the God. And like Big Rube say, right on to the real. Death to the fakers. Peace out.
Hey yo.